Oh, I respectfully disagree. Podcast episode 145. Got the Facebook Live going real quick. I know people just now getting off work or still at work. I'm just getting off work myself, so I'm gonna make this brief. Y'all can check it out on the Facebook Live, or once I release this episode, check out the YouTube channel at I Respectfully Disagree Podcast. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And here we go, man.
Exact same question, but I'm curious for you. Do you view this season as a failure?
Oh, my God. Okay, because I'm not that up. You asked me the same question last year, Eric. Okay. Do you get the promotion every year on your job? No, right? So every year you work is a failure. Yes or no? No. Every year you work towards something, towards a goal, right? Which is to get a promotion, to be able to take care of your family, to be able, provide the house for them or take care of your parents. You work towards a goal. It's not a failure. It's steps to success. You know, and if you've never, I don't want to make it personal. So there's always steps to it. You know, Michael Jordan played 15 years, won 6 championships. The other 9 years was a failure. That's what you're telling me. No, I'm asking you a question. Yes or no? Okay, exactly. So why you asking me that question? It's a wrong question. There's no failure in sports. You know, there's good days, bad days. Some days you are able to be successful. Some days you're not. Some days it's your turn. Some days it's not your turn. And that's what sports is about. You don't always win. Some other people's gonna win. And this year somebody else is gonna win. Simple as that. We're gonna come back next year, try to be better, try to build good habits, try to play better, not have a 10-day stretch with playing bad basketball. You know, and hopefully we can win a championship.
So that is the topic today. Is there failure? Is there such thing as failure in sports? Do you agree or disagree? And before we even get started, I first want to apologize to Jimmy Butler. I owe that man an apology, bro. My bad. I watched the play-in games, and it just looked like he wasn't interested in what was going on in that first matchup. But the more I think about it, I think Miami wanted Milwaukee. I mean, of course, nobody knew Giannis was going to hurt his back in game 1. But just based off the bubble, I think last year Milwaukee swept Miami. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But just based on matchups and how they've guarded Giannis in the past, I feel like Miami wanted that matchup. So I made a lot of posts during the play-in game critiquing what I saw from Jimmy Butler at that time. And then the next game for the play-in, for the last spot, he started hooping. But I definitely owe Jimmy Butler an apology because that man went on a tear, like hands down. So with that out the way, and I got my King Petty hat on with the Miami Heat today. Like I said, episode 145. What is failure, and is there a such thing as there's no failure in sports? So when I heard Giannis say that last night, bro, all I could picture was him sitting on the back of a convertible in a parade doing a little pageant wave to all the people in the crowd, because that is by far one of the worst takes I've heard. And again, we can agree to disagree, whatever you want to call it, but in this aspect,
I disagree.
I respectfully disagree with this notion. And the reason for that is all losses are not created equal. So we're talking about a situation where the best team in the entire league went down in the first round in 5 games. Okay? So granted, Giannis was hurt game 1. Cool. Milwaukee comes back. They win game 2. Miami wins game 3. Giannis returned in game 4. Now, here's the part where I need people to either tell me where I'm wrong, or maybe I saw a different game, or I don't know. And that's what we're here to talk about. Bro didn't come back like somebody that was coming off an injury. He came back and was demanding the ball like a superstar. When the game was on the line, granted, they had a double-digit lead in game 4. When the game is on the line, he wanted the ball in his hands. We all remember game 4 because I was trying to figure out how the hell Lopez scored 33. And a lot of them came off of lobs and passes from Giannis. Giannis had a triple-double. But guess what? Jimmy Butler took over. Jimmy Butler dropped 56 on their head, and they blew the game. Okay? Shout out E and the fellas that's on the live. Wildcats in 2014-15. Come on, man. Don't bring Kentucky into this. Don't do that right now, man. So last night, game 5. I expected Middleton to have a big game. It's a closeout game, elimination game at home. I expected the crowd to be a factor. So I'm like, cool, Milwaukee got this in the bag. It's at least going 6 for sure. Middleton came out, dropped 17 in the first quarter. All signs is pointing towards a guaranteed win. Second quarter, Giannis is in his bag. Giannis ain't showing no signs of injury, none of that. He's getting the ball. He's going to the rack. He's being aggressive. He's being Giannis. Second half comes. Start seeing some of them clinks. Like, wait a minute. What's going on here? Fourth quarter comes. Milwaukee's up 16 freaking points. I'm going to try not to cuss because last episode with me and E, I let a lot of cuss words fly, so I apologize for that. But they had another lead. Big lead. Still, Giannis got the ball in his hands. No signs of injury, no signs of nothing. This is your superstar. You want the ball in the hands of your superstar. According to the criteria that y'all put on other superstars, you want the ball in his or her hands. So the ball was in his hands. Brick after brick. Go to the free throw line. Brick after brick. And here comes Jimmy Butler. Once again, right on cue, he starts taking over the game. Now, I feel like I'm listening to the sports gospel right now. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that, man, because everybody wants me to be in this box of I think I'm right all the time, bro, and that's far from the truth. I'm just giving my observations on what I see every night while I'm watching these games. The fact that I'm sacrificing sleep every single night to watch these playoffs from start to finish. I'm not going to bed till 1:30, 2 o'clock every single night. So it's like, bro, I'm watching it. I'm not watching the highlights the next day. I'm not watching the box scores. I'm actually sitting here watching these games, bro. And it's like the fashion that Jimmy Butler took over these games is what's not being discussed. So it's like, again, no signs of injury, no signs of fatigue. Your MVP, I think he won twice. Defensive Player of the Year, Finals MVP. People have crowned him as the world's best basketball player. It's like, oh, man, shout out Avery and Alex. Alex, you jumped on here at the perfect time. Avery said, plus you betting on the games too, man. Oh, it's been killing me. Me and Alex are supposed to be doing an episode on sports betting. So I'm waiting on that. But you just knew that your superstar player was not going to allow what happened in Game 4 to happen again in Game 5. So when Jimmy Butler gets to cooking, you just waiting for the, you know what? Nah, I got him. No, it didn't happen. Oh, and he's better than Tim Duncan, most people say. I'm like, bro, I've been reading it for the last 2 or 3 years, bro. Like, that's all I'm saying. Accountability. Nobody's saying that he was supposed to be Superman or anything like that, but it's like you played 3 quarters like you was determined to make sure your team won the game. So then when y'all lose, you don't get to say, oh, I was injured. There's no such thing as failure in sports, because that's not true, fam. That's not true. You're the number 1 seed. Even if he is hurt, based on how that team is orchestrated, they still got a solid team and was picked to be one of the favorites in the East. So how does everybody get off the hook? And the reason why I feel the rest of the team gets off the hook is because their superstar demanded the ball. He demanded the ball. So the ball was in his hands. He kept driving. They kept fouling. He kept going to the free throw line, and he kept missing. So, no. Middleton had 33 damn points last night. Middleton was cooking, bro. The ball should have been in his hands, in my humble opinion. If he plays all games, do they win in 5? We'll never know. We'll never know. The conversation is about game 4 and 5, and he played the entire game, bro. He played like 40 minutes in game 4 and 42 minutes last night. That's not signs of anybody that's injured. That's signs of somebody that's trying to will their team to get back into a series. So if you ask me, games 1, 2, and 3 is scratched. You live with the results. The team was able to steal 1 game without their best player. Even though they're the number 1 seed in the East, they was able to steal 1 game from Jimmy Buckets and Kevin Love. Because we gonna throw out Tyler Hero broke his hand. That's 20 points gone for Miami too. Like, come on now. Don't forget Kevin Love fouled out in the 4th quarter. Bam ended up fouling out. So it's like you got Jimmy Butler and a bunch of dudes who nobody knows against Giannis, Middleton, Holiday, Lopez, Grayson Allen, Bobby Porter. Like, y'all know that wasn't supposed to happen, bro. So they give him a pass at the podium. And honestly, I think the reason why they doing that is because he mentioned Mike. So don't call it a failure. Hold on, say that again. Don't call it a failure that played a factor. No, it is a failure. It is a failure, bro. You don't get to miss 13 free throws and then go 1 for 9 in the 4th quarter and you up 16. That's a collapse. What are you talking about? That's the ultimate failure, bro. Like, no. They were supposed to win that game convincingly. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like, y'all pick and choose who y'all want to give these passes to, bro. And that's the only reason why I made my post this morning. Because I'm looking at the reaction from the press conference. And it was almost like, bro, he was like, people was throwing flowers and roses at his feet. Oh, he's such a humble champion. What? Accountability, man. That's my biggest thing, bro. Accountability. Like, we got to hold people accountable. Period. In all shapes, form, and in fashion. Not all losses are created equal, man. Y'all can't keep doing that, bro. Because y'all know if my guy, because he played horrible last night, looked like pure garbage. If my guy went 1 for 9 in the 4th quarter and blew a 16-point lead and missed 13 free throws, y'all know dang well the conversation wouldn't be, oh, he's a humble champion. Y'all know it. Butler wanted it more. For his team, you're right. And you had a superstar that was equivalent, if not better, than Jimmy Butler. So if you see somebody that wanted it more, you're not going to dig down deep and try to take it from them or stop them from having it. You had a 16-point cushion to prevent it from happening. That's the part that you're not understanding. If it was neck and neck and Jimmy Butler hit some key shots and they just happen to lose that way, cool. You throw your hands in the air. But they built a 16-point lead with their superstar having the ball. He dropped 37 last night, bro. You don't get to score 37 and then turn around when you lose and blow it by giving up a 16-point lead. Now your back was hurting. Now the rest of the team didn't come with you. It's crazy. It's crazy. Kind of reminds me of Mavs versus Heat. Boy, hey, pull up. You pull up right now. You got to pull up. Mavs versus, oh man. Jimmy smoked him like a pack of cool 100s. I'm just saying, I need people to stop with this, man. Like, this is sports we talking about, man. Like, what is this? What are we doing? I needed him to go to the podium and hold some kind of accountability is all I'm saying. And people choose who they like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Giannis is a humble person. If you watch the little movie on Disney, you have a soft spot for him and his family and everything that they went through. Nobody's disrespecting Giannis. At least I don't feel like I am. But I am going to hold him accountable, bro. Like I said, you can't act like you the man, but then run away from the pressure of being the man. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm on the clock, man. I need some clarification on that. The Mavs versus the Heat. Like I said, I'm King Petty today. I got my hat on today. King Petty, Miami Heat. At Knicks, Miami series gonna be crazy. But like I said, I briefly wanted to touch on that because, like I said, bro, like I've never seen such back-to-back games, double-digit leads, blown in the fourth quarter, single-handedly by one individual, and you got a guy that literally is a defensive player of the year. And that's why that's a whole nother conversation because it's like, man, them awards are not created equal either. You can't keep passing out these MVP awards and defensive this and most improved and blah, 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 and you not holding their feet to the fire for the rest of their career. Once you start winning MVPs and stuff, bro, like, here's the league. You up here now. That's why it was a failure, bro. Like, I don't want to hear no injuries and you played 40 out of 48 minutes. You played 42 out of 48 minutes. With a game winning overtime last night. So what was that? 53? Come on, bro. 42 out of 53 minutes. Not trying to hear that. And he was running from the ball. Bro. Like, no. You don't get no pass for that, man. You didn't want no smoke when it was time for you to put the team on your shoulders. You didn't want no parts of that. You didn't want no parts of trying to slow. I didn't even say stop Jimmy Butler because at the end of the day, he's quicker. You know what I'm saying? You talking about what? 6'5" against 6'11". All right. We get it. It ain't an even matchup all the way across the board, but you're not going to tell me that my defensive player of the year or best player in an elimination game at home, watching the team have a complete meltdown, ain't going to say, you know what? No, not on my watch. Up 4 with 14 seconds. Come on, fam. That's a failure. I don't care how you slice it. That's a failure, bro. It ain't often that a number 8 seed upsets a number 1. That's why it was historic. Now you gonna tell me that it goes down in the record books, but it's not a failure? People gonna remember this from now to the time I ain't even on this planet no more, bro. They let a man score 100 points in 2 games with 1 day of rest in between. That's impossible. It's impossible. The meltdown, but I'm trolling. See, one of the cult members took offense. I felt this. Bro, I ain't even, like, there's a difference between not trying and y'all go out there and lose versus him having the ball in his hands at all times. I'm pretty sure by now you can go and watch that game in full length on YouTube. Somebody done posted it by now. Go back and watch that game, bro. It ain't like, all right, the game got close. They started throwing the ball to him, and he just, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't his night. No, he was orchestrating the offense. Everything went through him. So then when the outcome ain't how you want it, you don't get to say, where was everybody else at? Or, oh, my back was hurting. Like, no, bro, stop doing that, man. Stop giving these dudes a pass. I'm not trying to hear that, bro. Especially when you got contribution from, like, Middleton had 30 last night. Lopez had 30 the night before. And you let one man outplay you? Nah. Not trying to hear that, bro. Is there failure in sports? Yes. Yes, it is. I get what he was saying, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes to life lessons, you can tell people that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you learn from it. Keep building. Keep going. Keep going. Don't give up. I tell you what, Cleveland losing to the Knicks. I'm not going to say that was a failure. It was disappointing considering that Cleveland had a decent basketball season. They picked up Donovan Mitchell. You had high hopes for Cleveland, but there really wasn't no major expectations there. That series was a toss-up. It just so happens that it didn't go the length that we all thought it would versus the Knicks. And we solely said that because of Mitchell, Garland. I feel like Garland and Mitchell struggled throughout that whole series. But it's like, you don't say that's a failure because who really expected Cleveland to do anything anyway? But the number one seed, losing to one person, literally. Don't get me wrong, Kevin Love hit some timely baskets in that comeback. Bam made some big plays, put back dunks here and there. But it all boiled down to Jimmy buckets. And that happened on Giannis' watch. And then he goes to the podium and we're asking Holiday to do too much. We're asking him to rebound, assist, guard Jimmy. That's why you're the leader, bro. Take some of that pressure off of him. Take some of the pressure off of him. Like, you don't get to have it both ways, bro. Like, no. Appreciate y'all in the comment section on the Facebook Live, man. Y'all chiming in. I'm trying to read it. The analogy he used didn't seem right. He said this is a process. No, it's not a process. You're right. You're supposed to be the number one team. This is your time to win. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, no, bro, you don't get to chalk that up as there's no failures. Like, no. They made moves to make a run. What was the whole point of going to get Jay Crowder if you're not going to play him at all? He played 0 minutes last night. That's how you take some of the pressure off Holiday. If you wasn't going to go help on Butler, then put in Crowder, bro. That's 6 fouls. Make him earn them. But instead, y'all let Holiday get cooked. And then on the last play where they threw the lob, oh, man, what's old buddy name? The white guy. He did push off, though. I'm going to be real. He did push off on him. But it's like, bro, there's no way, even if I'm the coach. Like I said, you got to hold the coach accountable, too. When I made my little story last night, I said, man, the coach should be fired. I still feel that way. But it's like, put Lopez on the ball if you want to make it a difficult pass. Put Lopez there. Put Giannis on the rim. And have everybody guarding and switching everything else. So if they do throw the lob, guess what? Jimmy Butler now has to make that circus shot over 6'11". And we all know when Giannis leave the ground, bro, he's all the way over the square. That shot is damn near impossible. I'm not saying that he may not have made it, but it makes it more difficult. Holiday and the white guy was under, and I apologize. I don't know dude's name. I keep saying the white guy. I apologize, but I don't know his name. I think he said something along the lines of respecting the coach to make them adjustments. I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, Mark, he's getting fired for sure. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, as a leader, as a face of a franchise, almost the face of a league in a sense, because that's really what they want him to be, in my opinion. Nah, I got him. Who's going to tell Giannis no if he says, I got Jimmy Butler? Who's got more power? And I'm like, bro, like, that's what I'm saying. People keep wanting to give him this pass, but then you don't give that to everybody else, bro. That's why I'm just like, Y'all know me by now, man. I get on these Facebook rants and all this and that, and it's like, I'm just calling things how I see it. And in my opinion, y'all give certain people passes, but then y'all hold certain people accountable for this. If the same exact situation would have happened in LA last night, y'all think we would be talking about there's no such thing as failure in sports? We will be talking about 4-6. That's why he's 4-6. He's not a leader. He's not a closer. He's not clutch. He's not this. He's not that. Bro went 1 for 9 in the fourth quarter and missed 13 free throws and literally ran from the ball. The same exact things that y'all accused number 6 of doing, he literally done it. As soon as that ball came his direction, he was like a deer in headlights, literally. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like, how do we just gloss over that because he had a heartfelt press game speech? Nah, man, people tripping, bro. The Clippers, that ain't a failure. It's not a failed season. Kawhi was out. Paul George was out. Westbrook did everything that he could. Shout out to Westbrook. I've been hard on him all year, too. He just wasn't a good fit with the Lakers. It's obvious now. All right? He was able to go out there and be himself. He looked like OKC Westbrook to me, if you ask my opinion. That's not a failed season, bro. Like, they used what they had. They went out and competed. You live with the results. But you can't tell me that a team that's the favorite to come out the East, double-digit leads in the fourth quarter, everybody's on the court, that's not a failure. Come on, bro. Not trying to hear that. Not trying to hear that. But anyways, man, enough of me rambling, man. We got another good game tonight, man. What y'all think about Ice Trae? I was actually impressed with that game. At first, that series I thought was like, it was kind of boring. But it was like, dog, Boston, to me, dog, they shoot too many threes, man. Like, I don't understand that. I don't know if it's at Golden State syndrome or what, but it's like Boston be letting that thing fly constantly. And here's another conversation. I honestly feel like Tatum is jealous of Brown. I think Brown should leave, bro. Jaylen Brown be cooking, and all of a sudden Tatum starts taking the ball out of his hands, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. To me, that's a hater. If it's not your night, it's not your night, bro. Get a ball to the high hand, which is also what I felt like Middleton had the hot hand last night, bro. They should have been playing through Middleton. That man dropped 33 points and was a sidekick. ATL winning tonight. Boston been shooting a lot of threes all year. That's true. I'm being real, man. It's like everybody wants to try to copy Golden State's formula, bro. Like, there's a reason why they're able to do that, man. Steph don't stop moving. He got the ultimate green light, dog. Some of the shots Clay was making last night, man, like, a lot of people try to put Clay in that bag of washed or whatever. Like, bro, shooters shoot. And it don't require a lot of athleticism to get your shot off if you know how to shoot. Clay was hitting that thing, moving left, right, off balance, everything. And that's what makes them great, bro. Even Wiggins, Poole, like, they have the personnel to do that. I keep looking up Al Horford in the corner, clang. Marcus Smart, clang. Like, come on, dog. When Tatum is on, he's on. I give him that. When Jaylen Brown is on, he's on. But it's just like, bro, they let Ice Trae come in and do them like that. He ain't even do half the things Jimmy Butler did, bro. Jimmy Butler dropped 100 points in 2 games with 1 day in between. Not trying to hear that. You got a Finals MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, 2-time MVP, leading the league in scoring, rebounding, blah, blah, blah. Like, nah, nope. You got to take that challenge, hurt or not. That's just my opinion. You got to take that challenge. It's either win or go home. You think Jaylen needs his own team? I absolutely do. I like Jaylen Brown is capable of exploding. We've seen it too many times. But I've also seen him go off, have about 25, 27, and then when the fourth quarter come, he got to go to the corner because Tatum wants the ball. It's like, I don't know. And I know y'all saw where it's like if he gets the NBA All-Team selection, he's eligible for the Supermax. So if he don't get that and he gonna miss out on all them millions, nah, bro. Boston done already disrespected him when they put him in them trade rumors, man. I think he deserves his own team. He's been loyal to a fault. But we'll see. I feel like the East is theirs. Ain't no excuses for them no more. Milwaukee's gone. Ain't no excuses. I said I feel like that Miami Knicks series is a toss-up, but Randall, he got a bad wheel right now, so that's going to be advantage Jimmy Butler, in my opinion. But them not having Hero, that kind of hurts. Thibodeau going to gear up for Butler, dog. Come on, man. That's one of his former players, so that's going to be an intriguing matchup, dog. The Knicks going to have something for him to slow him down. But we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I just wanted to jump on here. Like I said, it ain't to throw shade at Giannis. But it's like, to me, that's a sob story. And America is falling for it, man. You should see social media, bro. I know y'all see it. I see it. Oh, he's got the heart of a champion. Spoken like a true this and that. Every kid in America should watch his press conference. For what? No. All losses are not created equal. And real quick, I see you back up on here, Coach. If I asked you, I'm going to hold us both on the hot seat. Would you say our season was a disappointment or a failure? Because the way I look at it, I feel like it was a failure. We had the best team in the city this year. Hands down. I'm not debating it with nobody. For our league, we had the best team. We had the best talent. We went undefeated. We should have ran through that tournament like it was nothing. Our only challenge, in my opinion, should have been Lincoln, and that's because we didn't play him. We didn't know what to expect, and we got through that hurdle. To me, anything other than the championship, we had been saying it all year. Anything other than the championship, bro, it don't matter at that point. So it's like, of course you wouldn't tell that to the kids in their face or anything like that. You go out and compete, you live with the results. But from our standpoint, that was a failed season, bro. The whole goal all year, because we got to the championship last year, we lost to a team that was better than us last year. So the whole message that Giannis was trying to send, you learn from it. That's the process. What did you learn from it? So the goal was to get back. We got back. We was undefeated.
I disagree.
We'll leave it at that. Disappointing, yes. Failure, no. We'll agree to disagree on that. That's going to haunt me for a long time, bro. The preparation was there. The game plan was there. You copping the cemented legacy Bron ones. Ooh, you trying to get me talk about shoes. Ooh, man, there's a lot of stuff coming out. I keep hearing rumors that them FAMU 20s is coming out in like 2 weeks. I want them over the cement joints. I need them FAMU 20s, the cream looking pair. Yeah, y'all gonna get me in trouble trying to talk about sneakers. Dope conversation though, man. I definitely appreciate it. Like I said, man, this ain't about me trying to be right or nothing like that. It's like we left it all out on the floor. I mean, of course, we was playing from behind. Again, that's not here to critique. And I'm just saying I'm playing the part of holding ourselves accountable. The same way I'm talking about Giannis, I'll put myself in that box. Bro. That's what I'm saying. It's like you can't sit there and say all kids need to listen to this message, bro. Of course, it's bigger than wins and losses. Especially at that early of an elementary school, We all keep preaching that, bro. I've sat here and talked about the AAU circuit since this podcast was even in existence. I get it. But what I'm saying to you is, bro, that when the odds is in your favor, you don't get to turn around and say, just wasn't our day. No. Heck no. It ain't how that work. With our team, we don't honor nothing else but first. That's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, it's a walking contradiction. It's like we sit here and preach excellence and demand we need everything you got. Mamba mentality. You know how many videos I done seen of Kobe? Job's not finished. And it's like now all of a sudden, well, Kobe would have been pissed. Y'all not going to tell me that. Kobe would have been heated. He wouldn't have shook hands, wouldn't have done nothing. I'm not trying to hear that, bro. Like I said, and again, there's no disrespect to Giannis because I get what he was saying. Overall, he's correct. But in those circumstances, as a number one seed, bro, that is a total upset. That is a failed season, bro. Their goal was a championship. At least a finals appearance, bro. You're not going to tell me that the goal has been to win a championship since they won a championship. They've retooled that team to make a championship run, and then you get bounced in the first round? No. Even look, I'm going after this for sure. If the Lakers lose tomorrow, they done. They playing with fire, bro. They playing with fire. And that's what I'm saying. Like, even LeBron, I hold LeBron accountable. Hold him accountable, bro. He played like crap last night. Played like pure crap. I wish LeBron would have came to the podium. Yeah, I went 1 for 9 from the three-point line, but hey, you make them or you miss them. Y'all know y'all would have killed him. Too much time, effort goes into it. If it's done right, just be satisfied. You know what? Speaking of, look, Justin, you on here, bro. You've been talking trash about the Lakers before the games even started, before game one even got here, man. I know y'all confident right now, bro. Last night scared me, man. They letting Bane get off. Ja out here, energetic. They got Tillman talking in the locker room now, bro. I'm worried about that. Bron would have got roasted. Man, you damn right he would have got roasted, bro. That's why I was like, that's the only beef that I got. This man this morning is a hero. They telling their kids to go watch the press conference and everything. And like, bro, are you serious? Up 16 and lose? And you want the kids to go watch that? Who in their right mind gonna tell their kids, look, son, it don't matter if you up big. Just try your best. Hell no. Not trying to hear that, bro. Not trying to hear that. Let us be upset. If we'd have been up 16 in that championship game and lost, you trying to tell me you wouldn't have been upset about that? Huh? Not trying to hear it. Not at all. Bane getting lucky, man. The Lakers done messed up and let him start getting his confidence, man. I'm upset about that, bro. He wasn't coming down pulling the way that he is these last two games. And that's the scary part. The first couple of games, he was hesitant or waiting to come off screens and get clean, good looks, where now he letting that thing fly. Jackson is due for a big game. That's why I'm scared. Now, the Lakers, they better take care of business tomorrow night or it ain't looking good. We wouldn't have lost that lead. That's the point. That's the expectation. Now, the number one seed had a 16-point lead. Not in the first quarter. Not in the second, not in the third, in the fourth. And I would understand if Miami as a team caught fire. Kevin Love hit some timely threes. But when it mattered most, one man beat them. Now, granted, the three-pointer that old buddy hit when they was up 4, Strus, I think it was Strus that hit the 3. They cut it to 1. Holiday did go and miss the free throw. So that's what I'm saying. Like, don't get me wrong. There was a lot of events that transpired in order for that to happen. But, bro, The ball was in Giannis' hands. He went to the line and missed them free throws. If he makes half them free throws, bro, the game is over. We're waiting to watch Game 6 tomorrow night. Grizz in 7. I'm worried, Justin. I ain't gonna front. I'm worried. But I'm gonna say this and then I'm out of here, bro. It's like Game 4. No. Yeah, Game 4. Goes into overtime. LeBron and AD and them played extended minutes. You got to hop on that long flight. That's a long flight. You traveling back into Eastern time zone, Central. So the time differences and things like that. And then you turn around and ask them people to suit up and go right back. It was a tough task. And that's where I feel like the Lakers as a whole had a bad game. But LeBron set the tone out the gate. Now, he was out there dribbling off his face and everything last night, bro. That was ugly. But they hopping on that same flight, going back. Hopefully my guys getting some rest, mentally recharged. They got to take care of business tomorrow. Because Golden State going to be waiting on them. I feel like Golden State's going to close out. But anyways, man, I'm ready to jump off here, bro. Shout out to JoJo. She wanted to talk about the referees in the Cleveland Knicks series and just some of the calls that we've been witnessing over the playoffs here of late. And I was hoping that, we get a chance to chop it up, but we'll save that for another day. My biggest beef about the referees is I've noticed that it's like a lot of drives to the basket. They've been waiting to see if the shot goes in before they blow the whistle. Am I tripping or have y'all been noticing that? Y'all younger than the Lakers, bro. Ain't no we doing the same thing. Ja and them straight out of college now, bro. 22, 23-year-old legs, man. Y'all asking LeBron to play every other day after going from Cali to Memphis in year 20? Stop it. But anywho, like I said, the referees, bro, I've been watching them blow the whistle after the fact that the ball done missed and things like that, man. To me, if it's a foul, call it. They should have called it on Jimmy Butler last night, but it is what it is. The rest is history. Like I said, man, great conversation. Yeah, I had to be King Petty today and throw on the Miami Heat hat. Jimmy Butler forced me to apologize. I'm going to be a man. I was completely wrong. Playoff Jimmy is real. Playoff Jimmy is real. But anyways, man, I appreciate everybody that's been on the live. Good conversation, man. Y'all check out the podcast on YouTube and streaming services. I respectfully disagree. Don't forget, T-shirts is out there. Y'all cop some merch. Shout out to my guy Beckett over at Beckett Boss Cards. He's out there in Lexington. He was at the UK U of L baseball game. Said a few people stopped him, said that they liked the hoodie. A couple of people said that they already listened to it. He said it was a complete stranger that came up to him, saw the hoodie, and told him that they listened to it on Spotify. I don't know who it was, so whoever you are, appreciate you. If you ran up on my guy Beckett the other day and he had the I respectfully disagree hoodie on. Shout out to Crystal down there in Texas. She plugged a few people up on the podcast. She's been rocking the shirts. Said a few people have been stopping her saying that they enjoy the shirts, man. So I definitely appreciate it from everybody, man. Like I said, man, y'all be sure to hit that thumbs up, hit the like, subscribe, comment, share. Check out the IRD podcast on TikTok. Got an Instagram page. Sky's the limit, man. Just go get you a pair of Ja ones. I like the black ones, man. I told you I ain't gonna be talking about shoes on here, dog. I ain't gonna front them. Them black Jaws, they look dope. They look dope. Oh, LeBron better quit playing around because then we'll be back having this same conversation. I'm gonna pay attention to who all was saying that Giannis is right. Because if LeBron and them lose in 7, I'm gonna see who keep that same energy. Hey, bro, them black ones is hard. I ain't gonna front. Them black ones is hard, man, for real. For real. But anywho, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in, man, checking out the podcast, rocking with your guy. Like I said, man, it's support the homies. Earlier today, I was checking out my therapist made me do this podcast. He had a great episode about fighting demons. Shout out to my guy Grip. We outside for real, for real. I'm catching up. Got him going in the background up here. So when I jump off here, tune back into that. So appreciate everybody that's been rocking with your guy. Like I said, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, everywhere. We out.
Ass toasted, no competition. Anisha coasting.